A 17-year-old boy has been charged with 10 offences following an alleged aggravated break-and-enter and a car theft in Foster. Police allege a Conda Street home was broken into around 3 a.m. on July 5 with keys and a Jeep stolen. Officers arrested the teen yesterday around 10 a.m. on Mark Street. He was refused bail and appeared before the Children's Court yesterday, accused of being involved in 6 car thefts. Coffs Harbour's urgent care clinic is being hailed a success for relieving pressure on the city's hospital. Since opening, almost 6,000 people have used the service, an average of 26 patients per day.
A rotating roster of highly skilled clinicians have treated 5,775 patients since Coffs Harbour's urgent care clinic opened late last year.
We are at capacity almost every day. It's fantastic.
According to the clinic, that's diverting around 56.5% of patients away from the city's emergency departments. It offers bulk billed walk-in care for urgent but non-life-threatening issues.
Things like tick bites, skin infections, respiratory infections, things that need to be seen timely on an acute basis, and things that they may not be able to see their regular GP for, or nor have the inclination to wait for hours at the hospital.
A win-win situation for patients and doctors.
I know that it's the kind of care that doctors really find fulfilling to provide, that they can be able to suture someone, plaster someone, and then see them, well and home.
Coffs is one of 62 clinics open across the country. On a recent visit, Assistant Minister for Rural and Regional Health Emma McBride said government funding will ensure they continue to operate into the future.
Recognising the resources that are needed to be able to expand the network, but also for centres outside of major cities to be able to recruit and retain the expert staff that we need to provide the care within the centres.
The clinic is on the second floor of the Specialist Medical Centre and is open 7 days a week from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m.
You could either give us a call or you can come and present and walk straight in which case you'll be spoken to and you speak our reception staff and our nursing triage staff.
Britt Ramsey, NBN News.
More than 100 tonnes of waste has been cleaned up from Camp Wollumben in Bolgongar after squatters moved into the site. Abandoned vehicles, 10 skip bins of debris and illegal structures were removed. Work is progressing to improve Lansdowne Road north of Taree after years of lobbying from locals. Despite weather disruptions, Mid Coast Council says the project's on track for completion within 2 years.
Littered with potholes and broken bitumen. For years, Lansdowne Road was a bugbear for locals.
End up driving down the centre of the road most of the time to avoid the potholes or dodge potholes.
But after a spate of community lobbying, works are finally progressing to bring the road up to scratch. Mid Coast Council wrapping up the first stage of its $6 million Lansdowne betterment program, aiming to make the busy thoroughfare safer for motorists.
Is a key route between some of our rural communities, and it does operate as a bypass during disruption on the Pacific Highway.
During phase 1 of the project, a 500-metre stretch underwent repairs near Cundle Road. It included pavement upgrades and sealing works.
And be able to provide a road that's designed and constructed in a way that will withstand the traffic loads that come into this area.
The works come as a relief to locals who use the road to commute between Lansdowne and Taree.
Being out this way, I reckon it certainly is. We get a lot of trucks and a lot of dairy farmers and that going in and out. So I reckon the project that they're doing out here is a good thing.
Council says while wet weather has made construction difficult over the past few weeks, it's confident the project is on track for completion within the next 2 years.
6 sections of the road will be upgraded under the program. Kendra Jewell, NBN News.
In good news for beachgoers, Mid Coast Council has confirmed all access points at 1 Mile, Halliday's Point and Diamond Beaches have reopened. It follows swells last week that caused damage across the coast, but Old Bar and the Boulevard at Jimmy's Beach and Hawk's Nest remain closed. Ballina Shire Council is calling on Uribar residents to help shape the future of the 130-year-old village. Locals will have the chance to share their ideas to form a master plan for the area. A consultant will lead the process, gathering feedback and exploring design options. Looking at the weather for the North Coast now, mostly fine and warm across the region. A top of 21 for Port Macquarie today, 6 to 20 at Coffs, 23 at Grafton and Lismore, 19 for Byron Bay.